He goes and delivers pizza to first responders and shakes their hands and presses the flesh with them.
It was a Trump pizza delivery and photo op that conservatives loved. On Right Side Broadcast Network, Newsmax,
But this is classic Donald Trump.
and Fox.
Trump showing his support for the FDNY, and firefighters gave him, wow, just the warmest welcome.
The welcome might have been warm, but the pizza was cold. And here's the proof, based on RSBN's own live coverage.
What's what he calls Biden crime. And
5:34 p.m., that staffer delivers 2 pizzas.
And of course, talking about keeping the city and streets safe.
5:41 p.m., 2 staffers bring in 6 more pizzas.
Some pizza being delivered for the first responders here at this fire department here in New York City.
5:54 p.m., a staffer puts 2 of the pizzas aside.
My right to left or your left to right. There we go. We'll come in. It looks like we've got a couple of staffers, and you can see that. They've got some pizzas.
5:57 p.m., a staffer walks 2 pizzas out to the sidewalk.
If you're joining us, thanks for spending your afternoon with us. This is one of the things that we enjoy doing.
After about a minute, the broadcast cameras pick up the first sign that Donald Trump is arriving.
We've got some sirens. It looks like they're probably starting to block off some of the streets. Now here comes one. That's a good look there. Okay, I've been told as follows. I'm just going to listen in as we bring to you, as it happens, President Trump here in New York City.
And finally, in the third black SUV, there is Donald Trump.
I would imagine this inside vehicle is likely the one that he will, yes, that will be the one he'll get out. He's likely to get out on our side. You can kind of see a little bit of the reflection there. And
Trump eventually gets out, the staffer walks away, and there is the pizza. Not only is this a re-delivery, 25 minutes after the pizza was first brought into the firehouse, Donald Trump holds it like it's manna from heaven.
President Trump is now going to open up the pizza and perhaps pass out some slices to the first responders here.
To be fair, I don't mind cold pizza. I would eat it, but this photo op serves as yet another reminder that so much with Donald Trump is just for show. And lately, everything is old and stale, from his grievances about his criminal trial to his pizza deliveries. And if you need proof that Donald Trump doesn't really care much about firefighters, take a look at his social media feed. Donald Trump posted, "Thank you, NYFD." It's actually FDNY. You'd think Donald Trump would know this, given he lived in New York most of his whole life. Of course, the Trump heir was never mentioned by conservative media. They were too deep in their own ecstasy.
He goes to a fire station in Midtown Manhattan and brings members of the fire crew pizza. This came on the heels of Joe Biden's speech, which to me he could have delivered 4 weeks ago. And then you look at the guy he's running against, going out there, and Joe Biden, I'm not going to say he couldn't do this. We just don't ever see him doing this. Donald Trump bringing pizza to the FDNY.
That Newsmax anchor then took a break with a warm towel to clean himself up. Okay, maybe not. Anyway, for Donald Trump, the latest legal news is probably as appetizing to him as a pizza slice left face down for a week on a gritty and dirty New York street. Reuters judge warns Trump of potential jail time for violating gag order. The judge in Donald Trump's criminal trial fined him $1,000 and held him in contempt of court for a 10th time on Monday for violating a gag order, and warned that further violations could land the former president in jail. Justice Juan Merchan said the $1,000 fines he had imposed previously did not seem to be deterring the wealthy business mogul from violating the order, which bars him from speaking publicly about the jurors and witnesses in the first criminal trial of a former U.S. president. Quote, "I do not want to impose a jail sentence and have done everything I can to avoid doing so, but I will if necessary," Merchan said at the start of the trial's 12th day before the jury entered. Imprisonment would be an unprecedented step in the historic trial, which stems from a hush money payment made to porn star Stormy Daniels in the final weeks of the 2016 election.
Now, you've got a job to do, but the judge says, I've got a job to do as well. It seems like it's a long windup, but it looks like he may be willing to throw that pitch at some point.
Zero surprises from Justice Merchan here, because I didn't expect that he would jail Trump on this hearing, on this decision. I think he's going to give him at least a couple more chances, because contempt violations are about a continuum. You start with admonitions, then you say, well, here's your statutory maximum $1,000 fine in New York. And I don't think he would have gone to jail right away. I think from there, he's giving him another chance or two.
But Donald Trump seems incapable of holding back and honoring the gag order, so the judge may soon have no choice. And for everybody, from the judge to Donald Trump to the Secret Service, the anxieties are growing. Adding to Donald Trump's humiliation, the reports continue that Trump has been passing a lot of gas in the courtroom. Trump allegedly suffers from incontinence and reportedly wears adult diapers. Well, the Lincoln Project has now gone there in its latest ad.
Has this ever happened to you? You're sitting in court again, under pressure and stress, and then a warm feeling comes over you, uncomfortably warm.
Uh-oh.
It's pressure, all right. Down there. That's when you need Trump diapers. Trump diapers, the elite adult incontinence product for owning libs on the go, while you go. Trump diapers contain a comforting, patent-pending fiber that's the ultimate in pulling fluids from your delicate orange skin.
I always look orange.
With Trump diapers, you can sit all day in luxurious comfort, whether you're busy ending democracy or just rage posting on social media without consequence. Trump diapers let you spread Russian propaganda all day in dry comfort. And Trump diapers make insurrection easy. You'll never need to poop in the Capitol again. Trump diapers, for when you're losing your shit in more ways than one.
Well, one thing that makes a lot of people shit is pizza, especially if the slices are not particularly fresh. In other words, not only has Donald Trump been caught re-delivering pizza to firefighters, he may have given some of the first responders the runs. Still, Trump's visit to the FDNY station does make perfect sense when you consider that Trump's pants, literally every day, are on fire. By the way, Donald Trump's son, Eric, recently showed his stupidity on live television.
His stamina, Maria, I've never seen anything like it in my life. I mean, I've just never seen it.
He appeared to be asleep, and, repeatedly his head would fall down.
Donald Trump is actually farting in the courtroom, and that it's very stinky around him. It's a putrid odor.
The world, Maria, is embarrassed by this man.
The world is embarrassed by this man. Check out that video at the link below. It generated a lot of comments on YouTube. One of the most popular is from Connie Babcock, who wrote, "Like father, like son, telling lies, 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 and nothing but lies." I hear you. I look forward to reading your comments about Donald Trump delivering old pizza to a firehouse and getting hosed. I'm David Shuster. Thanks for joining us.